Dad, can I ask you something? It's kind of, I don't know, embarrassing.
Of course you can. No question is too weird or embarrassing for me. What's on your mind?
Well, some kids at school were talking about this thing called sex. I don't really know what it means, but they were all laughing and making it seem like a big deal. Can you tell me what it actually is?
I get it. You're hearing about it from friends, but it sounds mysterious or maybe even funny. First, let me tell you that it's completely okay to be curious. Almost everyone wonders about this at some point. So let's talk about what sex really means, in a way that'll make sense.
Okay.
All right. So sex is actually two things. First, it's a word we use to say if someone is a male or female. That's what we mean when we talk about someone's sex or gender, like saying boy or girl, man or woman. That's simple enough, right?
Yeah, that part I understand.
Great. Now, there's another meaning of sex that people talk about, which is a little different. This kind of sex is something adults do to express love and closeness with each other. It's a way for two people who care about each other to show that they trust each other. And it can also lead to creating a baby.
Oh, so that's how babies are made?
Exactly. It's part of what's called reproduction, which means making new life. When two people decide they're ready to have a baby, they have sex. It's a natural part of life and is how we all started.
Okay, so does everyone have to do it?
No, not at all. It's a personal choice, and it's something people only do if they're ready and feel comfortable. It's a special thing shared between adults in a relationship where they both feel safe and respected, and it's not something that kids need to worry about. Right now, it's just a concept for you to understand, not something for you to experience.
Then why does everyone at school act so weird about it?
That's a great question. Sometimes people feel nervous about things they don't fully understand. They might joke or laugh because they don't know how else to act. It's like laughing at a joke you don't really get. You don't want to feel left out.
Yeah, I get that. So, is it okay to be curious?
Absolutely. Curiosity is totally normal. It's really smart to ask questions when you don't know something, especially about this. Being curious means you're trying to understand the world. I'd much rather you ask me than feel confused or hear things that aren't true from friends.
So, if it's about love and having babies, why don't people talk about it more openly?
Good question. It's a private thing, so people don't usually talk about it publicly. It's like how some people don't like to talk about their personal feelings in front of everyone. It's something shared between two people. When people talk about it respectfully, it's not a big deal, but jokes can make it confusing.
That makes sense. So it's just something adults do when they're ready?
Exactly. Adults who care about each other and have a relationship decide together if they're ready. It's a way for them to be close and sometimes to start a family. But it's not something anyone should feel pressured to do. Respect and maturity are important parts of it.
Okay, so it's not bad or gross or anything?
No, not at all. It's a natural part of life. But, like I said, it's private and should be based on respect. The important thing to remember is that it's for adults who feel ready and are in a relationship based on trust. Right now, for you, it's enough just to understand what it is. As you grow older, you'll learn more about it in school, and you can always ask me more questions.
Thanks, Dad. I feel like I understand it a bit better now. And I'm glad I asked you.
Smiling. I'm really glad you asked too. Remember, I'm here whenever you want to know more. You don't have to worry about sounding silly. Every question is important. Now, how about we talk about something fun, like what you're doing in your art class?